History of politics tells us that intellectuals drive the masses towards the idea they are passionate about. But don't you think there could be an exception to it? Or it may be an absolute lie. Intellectuals switching sides after Dr. Manmohan Singh's demise do offer us some clue regarding it. Recently, Veer Sanghvi, a left intellectual hero of many generations, took Singh's demise as an opportunity to engage in some political whataboutery. Naming the movie The Accidental Prime Minister, he termed it one of the worst Hindi movies. Additionally, Shangvi also thinks that the media was used to tarnish Singh's image. Now, for those unversed, Shangvi is one of the biggest names accused in Neera Radia tape controversy regarding corporate media who were in cahoot with UPA administration when Singh was Prime Minister. A more problematic thing is that a famous X handle exposed Sanghvi's 2016 assessment of Manmohan Singh. Sanghvi had termed Singh as the worst Prime Minister of India, worse than even Deve Gowda. Sanghvi's latest flip on late Dr. Manmohan Singh was endorsed by filmmaker Hansal Mehta. Ironically, Mehta was one of the most active persons who were involved in making the movie The Accidental Prime Minister. When the movie was being shot in England, Mehta was present for the entire occasion to provide his insight, creative insight, as part of his job as creative director of the movie. All this was revealed by none other than Anupam Kher, who was the lead actor in the movie. Anticipating that Hansal Mehta may lie and say that he was not part of the movie, Anupam Kher revealed that he also has videos and pictures of them together. Netizens then dug up Mehta's own tweets appreciating the movie The Accidental Prime Minister and Anupam Kher. Ultimately, Hansal Mehta had no other option but to state that he owns his own mistake of participating in the filmmaking. Mehta could have chosen to apologize for endorsing Sanghvi but did not do so. It is clear that the 56-year-old man with decades of business interest sees tide turning in opposite direction. When the movie was released in 2019, the political and public space was dominated by pro-Modi or anti-UPA faction of the academia. Even the media waves defining public perception was on this side. Few months later, Bharatiya Janata Party turned it into an electoral victory with 303 seats in general elections. Now Khair is assumed to be on BJP side. So siding with him would bring perception of power, prestige, position and of course money. That kind of behavior is on expected lines, especially with movie makers who have tendency to remain in good books of the establishment. That tendency has been caused by decades of misuse of power to ban books like The Satanic Verses and singers like Majru Sultanpuri and Kishore Kumar by Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi respectively. In the past, these people have submitted to regimes of their times and borne benefits out of it. Many of them who did not succumb became legends, while those who maintained a semblance of their independence did not climb up much the ladder. That is why, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi took charge in 2014, a wave of loyalists shifted towards this side. Many anchors, now termed as part of Godi media narrative, were clearly having a stonewall of Darwari media surrendering their professionalism to vested interest. Then there were people like Anurag Kashyap who suddenly became vociferous for particular left ideology because state stopped succumbing to established big boys club of the industry. This may sound absurd to us, but it is normal in the interplay of politics, cinema, media, and money. Virtually everyone agrees that Dr. Manmohan Singh was a fantastic human being and a well acclaimed economist. But scratch his admirers about Singh's politics, and what you find will be puppet and ruthlessly undermined by Gandhi's will be the most common phrase used by them. Even Hansal Mehta seemed to be fully subscribing to this point of view. Nothing else explains his active presence in making of the movie. The man must have done his research and believed the project to be fact-based. However, when the movie did not do well on the box office, he turned against the movie. Failures turn friends into enemies, and that is exactly what seems to be happening with Mehta. When the movie was released, it was easy to speculate a grand success. and a great addition on Mehta's CV. Since it was not a good hit, some negative points were accumulated. After Dr. Singh's demise, few neutralizing points were up for grab and Mehta wasted no time in taking them. The tide is in Dr. Singh's favor and majority of people like him will be financially hurt if they are seen on the other side. Ultimately, it is the direction of the crowd which decides loyalty of majority of these so-called public intellectuals.